Hi, my name is Lucy and welcome to my channel. I have been experiencing a lot of different types of fears lately, and so I thought, why don't I just make a video about it? For a long time of my life, any thought of fear would paralyze me from the inside out. I believe fear is one of the most paralyzing emotions we face. Well, if you want to find out what my biggest fear is, make sure to stick around till the end and I will share it with you. The type of fear I'm going to talk about today has a wide variety of different discomforts. For example, it's the fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being loved, fear of being judged or criticized, fear of being alone, and I could go on and on. But here's the thing, this type of fear comes up when we live in our mind and not in reality. And the mind has two parts. One is the memory, which is the past, and two is imagination, which is the future. The interesting thing is that none of them exist. So we are basically suffering from something that is not real. When I say suffering, I think of all the feelings inside of my body that I am feeling physically when I experience this fear. And so the heaviness in my chest, the tightness in the pit of my stomach, the shallow breathing, anxiety, my mind creating the wildest stories around that fear. That is our body language of suffering state. What am I really afraid of? Well, what I'm really afraid of is the feeling. I am afraid of sitting with that uncomfortable emotion that might come up when the very thing that I fear happens. And so when we have that experience where we feel a specific emotion as a response to some past event that didn't go well, we associate the emotion with that event and then we're afraid it will happen again in the future. For example, I asked someone for help and I got rejected. It's not that I don't like the fact that someone else refused to help me. It's that I didn't like the feeling I felt when this happened. So then in the future, I might not ask for help again because deep down, I don't want to feel that feeling again. It's not about the rejection, but the feeling I don't like and I don't want to feel it again. Now, this type of fear can do one of two things. It can either prevent us from doing the very thing that we're scared of, or it can do the opposite. It can push us to action. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this content so far, it would be a huge help if you could press the like and subscribe buttons right now, as it really helps to get this content out there for more people to see. Let's talk about solutions. How can we overcome that fear, that emotion, and not be crushed by it before we even take any action? There are 4 steps we can take to face our fears. The first one is feel the feelings. It's so important to feel the emotion that comes up. Just feel it. The more we push it away and suppress it, the longer it will linger and hold us back. 2, take action. I read somewhere that we generate fear when we sit, and I couldn't agree more. I believe that the antidote to fear is action, and the best time to take action is now. Tony Robbins always asks this powerful question. When is now a good time to take action? When is now a good time to do it? And this action doesn't have to be big. It can be just the smallest 2mm shift. When we start stacking up those small steps, those small actions, we'll eventually build something really big. 3, it's repetition. We do the same action over and over and over again. We're basically taming our fear. And when we do something over and over and over again, eventually we start getting more comfortable. The more we avoid something, the more fearful we become. But the more we face it, the less fearful we become. Number 4 is celebrate. So every time you take action, give yourself some credit because you are doing the work and it deserves celebration. Remember, this moment is your reality, not the past and not the future. And this moment right here will determine your future. So use your fear to your advantage, and next time you feel it, get out of your head and take action. I said in the beginning of this video that I would reveal my biggest fear. So my biggest fear is being seen, being in front of this camera and speaking publicly. I spent so much time of my life hiding from people and situations that felt too intense for me to handle. So in order for me to become more and more comfortable, I need to practice step 3, which is repetition. I need to face this fear over and over and over again. So my commitment is to create the content that pushes me outside of my comfort zone. And my hope is that it will inspire you to do something empowering for yourself. So please let me in the comments what role fear plays in your life, what stops you, and what do you do to overcome your challenges? I'd like to know. And if you would like to be part of my journey and see where this is gonna take me, I invite you to like and subscribe right now. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share it with them. I hope this was helpful to you. May your day be filled with kindness, and I hope to see you next time.